So, King Gizzard is back after what has felt like an eternity, given that they spoiled us with 5 albums in 2017, but nonetheless, here they are with Fishing for Fishies, the new song off their upcoming album titled, you guessed it, Fishing for Fishies. And now, if you don't know, the first single off of this album is technically Psy Boogie, and that is a song that came out of left field because, well, it's synthwave music, and I didn't expect that coming from King Gizzard, but they did it, they killed it, I enjoyed the song. But I must say, I think this song throws me for a loop even more so, because after Psy Boogie, I was expecting a whole album of synthwave. And, well, Fishing for Fishies immediately shot down that theory, because what we have here is something that is much more in the vein of King Gizzard's past album, Paper Mache Dream Balloon. And honestly, I am perfectly fine with that, because if you don't know, Paper Mache Dream Balloon is one of my favorite King Gizzard albums. For me, it proves that they could strip back their sound, go acoustic, and still be just as interesting and just as fun as when they're in full throttle. And so in keeping with Paper Mache Dream Balloon, Fishing for Fishies is acoustically driven. It has a nice light acoustic guitar riff at the forefront here and some nice light simple percussion. And it works well. I feel almost transported to this location here on the album art, minus the fire and minus the Fishing for Fishies, of course, because as the lyrics imply, this is a song about environmental awareness and perhaps not fishing for fishies. And I mean, it doesn't get more complicated than that on this song, but I do have a feeling that on the grand scheme of this album, we are going to see that theme play out in an interesting way. Because, well, if you think about it, Psy Boogie closes this album, and Fishing for Fishies being the furthest thing from that sound opens the album. So I have a feeling throughout this album we're going to see these light acoustic sounds slowly get taken over by more computer-generated synths and whatnot, to sort of show a theme of nature versus automation or something of that sort. And if that plays out, I think that would be cool. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. For right now, I'm just enjoying the acoustic bliss that is this song. And what else? I like the chorus. I think it shows some more of that more classic King Gizzard sound where the guitars follow the vocal melodies. It's something that they do a lot, and I'm yet to grow tired of it. And then I think Stu does a great job with the vocal melodies on here, by the way. And I think the bridge is probably my favorite part because it offers up the best melody on here. Very light, very soothing. And I also like the outro because it sort of brings about some more interesting sounds, some keyboards, some synths, some roaring harmonicas. I think my only criticism is that I wish some of that was sprinkled out throughout the song a little more, because for a 5-minute song, there's not really a lot of dynamic range here. It stays very one note, and for a 5-minute song, I think they could have done a little more to just, spruce things up a bit with some of what I heard in that outro. But it's a very minor complaint. It's a very soothing, relaxing song, and I don't think they need to do much more to enhance it for me. That's just, if I had to say something negatively, that's what it would be. But other than that, I'm thoroughly enjoying this song. I think it works as an album opener. I think it works as a King Gizzard track in general. And I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now, what do you guys think? Did you like it more or less? I openly invite your opinions down below. In the near future, I will be reviewing this album once it comes out. And I think Tame Impala should have a track coming out in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to see me review either of those, then please do subscribe and stick around. And if you have any suggestions for what I should review in the future, then please also leave those down below. Otherwise, that about does it.